Victor A. was 35 years old. He was rich, very rich. But more than money, Victor loved one thing most: his family. To him, family was not just blood. Family was responsibility. Family was love. Family was everything for 10 years. Victor lived abroad. He worked in Dubai for a company that trusted him deeply. His boss once said, "Victor, you are the most honest man I know." Because of that trust, Victor got a big opportunity. He worked hard. He made smart decisions. Slowly his life changed. He became a billionaire. But success did not change his heart. Victor never forgot where he came from. He never forgot his family. He helped everyone. He gave his elder brother Matthew 10 million naira to open a palm wine business in the village. The place became popular. People came from many villages. Matthew started making money. He gave his sister Angelina 5 million naira to open a tailoring shop. She bought machines. She hired workers. Her business started growing. He built a big, beautiful house for his mother, a house full of comfort, a house she never dreamed she would live in. His younger brother Julius was different. Victor paid for his school twice. Julius dropped out twice. Victor even sent him abroad once. He got deported. Still, Julius kept asking for money. And then there was Bella, Victor's fiancée, the woman he loved deeply. He bought her a big house. He bought her a Range Rover. He paid for vacations. He paid for everything. Victor helped cousins, uncles, friends, even strangers. He brought many young men abroad. He trained them. He helped them start businesses. Everyone around him was comfortable. But there was one thing missing. No one ever asked, "Victor, are you okay?" They only called when they needed money. Every day someone needed something: school fees, house repairs, shopping money, business money, vacation money. Victor never complained. He could afford it. But deep inside, one question grew louder every day. If I lose everything, will anyone help me? One morning, Victor stood on his balcony. He looked at the city. He looked at his house. He looked at everything he built. Then he whispered to himself, "If I fall, who will catch me?" That question would not leave his mind. So Victor made a decision. He wanted to know the truth. He called for a family meeting. Everyone came: his mother, his brothers, his sister, relatives, and Bella. They all sat in his big living room, laughing, chatting, waiting. Bella was busy taking selfies, posting online, smiling for her followers. Victor walked down the stairs slowly. His face looked tired. His eyes looked red. His mother stood up immediately. "Victor, my son, what is wrong?" Victor sat down quietly. Then he spoke. "I have bad news," he said softly. The room became silent. "I lost everything." Everyone froze. "I invested money in a business," Victor continued. "My partner ran away with the money. The bank wants their money back. They want to take this house." Gasps filled the room. "I need help," Victor said. "If I don't pay 100 million naira in 2 weeks, I will lose everything." Silence, heavy silence. Then his mother spoke gently. "My son, don't worry, we will try. Everyone here will try." Everyone nodded. They promised to help. Victor smiled weakly. Later everyone left, only Bella stayed. Bella looked angry. "How could you be so careless?" she snapped. Victor sighed. "I just need help now." He hesitated. "The house I bought for you, can we sell it to save this one?" Bella jumped up. "What? Sell my house? What will people say? What about my image?" Victor held her hand. "I will buy you a bigger one later. Please help me now." Bella stayed quiet for a long time. Then she said slowly, "Okay, I will sell it." Victor felt relief. He believed she loved him. But the next morning, her phone was off. He called again and again, blocked. He went to her house. The security guard stopped him. "Madam said you cannot enter." Victor stood there in shock. The house he bought. He could not enter. That evening, someone knocked on his door. It was his mother. She entered quietly. She sat beside him. Then she placed a small bundle of money in his hand. "Victor, this is 500,000 naira. I sold my wrappers." Victor's eyes filled with tears. "No, Mama." She held his hand. "You are more important than wrappers," she said softly. "I will sell my cassava too." "God will help you." Victor hugged her tightly. That night he cried. 4 days passed. No one else called. No one visited. No one helped. Victor wiped his tears. "I will go to them myself," he said. He stood up, his heart heavy, his hope slowly breaking. The next morning Victor woke up early. He did not sleep well. All night he kept thinking about one thing. Maybe they are just busy. Maybe they are gathering money. Maybe they will surprise me. He wanted to believe that. But deep inside, he already knew the truth. Still, he decided to visit them one by one, not to beg, but to see their hearts clearly. Victor's first stop was Elder Anduka's house. Years ago, Victor helped Anduka's son travel abroad. He paid for everything. Today that young man was doing well. He had a good business and a nice house. When Victor arrived, they welcomed him politely. "Ah, Victor." "We heard what happened," the young man said. "I was planning to visit you." Victor forced a smile. "Thank you. That's why I came." They sat down. Victor spoke calmly. "I need help. Anything you can give." The young man looked uncomfortable. He scratched his head. You see, I just invested in a business last month. Money is tight right now." Victor nodded slowly. "But I will try," the young man added quickly. "I will call you." Then he stood up suddenly. "I have a meeting. I must go." He left. Just like that. Victor sat there alone. He remembered the day he paid for that same man's flight ticket. He remembered how the family cried with joy. Now, they could not even offer water. Victor stood up quietly and left. Next, Victor went to Matthew's house. Matthew was sitting with his wife. They did not look happy to see him. Victor explained everything again. Matthew crossed his arms. "Victor, we don't have money," he said bluntly. "We have our own problems." Victor remained calm. "Anything small will help." Matthew leaned forward. "You remember I asked you for money to renovate my house? You said later. Now your money is gone. So I must take care of myself." His wife smirked. Then Matthew said something that cut deep. "I always told you to be careful, but you were proud because you had money. Now look at you." Victor felt like someone slapped him. "Allow the bank to take the house," Matthew continued. "Come back to the village and start fresh like others." Victor could not speak. This was the same brother he helped build a business, the same brother he supported for years. He stood up slowly and left. His heart felt heavy. Victor's next stop was Angelina's tailoring shop. The shop was busy. Machines were running. Customers were everywhere. Angelina saw him and forced a smile. "Victor, you came." They went inside her office. Victor spoke gently. "I need help, sister." Angelina sighed loudly. "Help?" "Victor, things are hard. Suppliers are chasing me. School fees are too much. My husband does nothing." Victor nodded. "I understand. Just anything small." Angelina laughed nervously. "Small?" "Victor, I am surviving on loans. Besides, you are a man. You will recover. You have rich friends. Go to them." She stood up quickly. "I have customers waiting," and she walked out. Victor sat there alone. He looked around the shop, the machines, the fabrics, everything he paid for. She did not even offer him water. Victor stood up slowly and left, still hoping for something different. Victor went to see Julius. Julius was smoking when he arrived. "Why are you here?" Julius said coldly. Victor explained his situation again. Julius laughed. "So now karma has caught you," he said. "I begged you to send me abroad again, but you refused. You helped other people more than me." Victor stayed quiet. "Even if I had money, I wouldn't give you," Julius added. "You are wicked." Those words pierced Victor's heart. He turned and walked away. No argument, no anger, just pain. That evening, Victor sat alone in his house. No calls, no messages. Only his mother had helped him. He remembered her small bundle of money, her tired smile, her love. Victor began to cry. "I gave them everything," he whispered. "But to them, I am nothing without money." He cried for a long time. Then suddenly, he stopped. He wiped his tears. His face changed. The sadness slowly turned into calm, then into clarity. Victor stood up. "This is enough," he said quietly. He picked up his phone and sent a message to everyone. "I have good news. Please come to my house tomorrow." The message went to his brothers, his sister, relatives, and Bella. Everyone replied quickly. They all said they would come. Victor smiled slightly. Tomorrow, the truth would be revealed. The next day, they all gathered again in his living room. Bella arrived too. She looked sad and worried. Victor stood in front of them. His face was calm, very calm. "I want to thank all of you," he began slowly. "For the past few days, everyone waited. Then Victor said something that shocked them all. 'There is no debt,' he said. 'I did not lose any money.'" Silence filled the room. It was a test. Faces froze. Victor's eyes moved from one person to another. "I wanted to know if anyone would stand for me, the way I have always stood for you." No one spoke. Some lowered their heads. Some looked away. Bella began to shake. Victor took a deep breath. "And now," he said quietly, "I know the truth." The living room was completely silent. No one moved. No one spoke. Victor stood in front of them, calm and strong. "There was no debt," he repeated slowly. "I did not lose any business. I did not lose my money." He paused. "It was all a test." A wave of shock passed through the room. His brother Matthew lowered his head. Angelina looked at the floor. Some relatives shifted uncomfortably in their seats. Victor's eyes finally stopped on B. "Ella, I gave you a house," he said quietly. "I gave you a car. I gave you love. But when I asked for help, you blocked me and locked me out." Bella burst into tears and fell on her knees. "Victor, please forgive me," she cried. "I was scared. I didn't know what to do. I still love you." Victor looked at her for a long moment. Then he spoke, his voice calm but firm. "Love that runs away in hard times is not love," Bella cried louder. "Please, give me another chance." Victor shook his head slowly. "I needed a partner," he said, "not a fan of my money." He turned away from her. Two security officers stepped into the room. They were not police, just house security. Victor spoke clearly. "Everything I bought for Bella will be taken back. The car, the house, everything," Bella screamed. "Victor, please, where will I go?" Victor's face did not change. "The same place you went when I needed help," he said quietly. "Away." She cried and begged, but the decision was final. The officers escorted her out. The room felt heavy. Victor turned to his siblings and relatives. "For years I helped all of you," he said calmly. "I did it with love. Not because I wanted anything back, but I believed, if I ever fell, you would hold me." He looked at Matthew. "You told me to let the bank take my house. You told me to return to the village." Matthew could not look at him. Victor turned to Angelina. "You said you had nothing, yet your shop is full. You didn't even offer me water." Angelina started crying. Then he looked at Julius. "You called me wicked. After everything I did for you." Julius looked ashamed. Victor sighed deeply. "I am not angry," he said. "I am just awake now." He walked slowly across the room. "From today," he continued, "I will still help people, but I will help wisely. I will help those who truly care." He paused. "Money should not buy love, and love should not disappear when money is gone." No one spoke. Victor then turned to the only person who never left him, his mother. She sat quietly, holding her small bag. Victor walked to her and knelt down. "Mama," he said softly. Tears filled her eyes. "My son," she whispered. Victor held her hands. "You sold your wrappers to help me," he said. "You were ready to sell your food in the market for me. You were the only one who stood by me." His mother smiled gently. "A mother's love does not depend on money," she said. Victor hugged her tightly. At that moment he understood something clearly. One real person is better than 100 fake ones. Weeks passed. Victor changed his life. He stopped giving money carelessly. He stopped answering calls that only came with requests. Instead, He began investing in people who worked hard and showed loyalty. He started a foundation to help young people build businesses. But this time, he watched their character first. He spent more time with his mother. They laughed more. They talked more. Peace slowly returned to his heart. One evening, while sitting on his balcony, Victor looked at the city lights. He was not sad anymore. He was wiser. He realized something important. Sometimes losing fake people is not a loss. It is freedom. This story teaches us something simple but powerful. Do not love people because they have money. Love them because they have a heart. Do not wait until someone falls before you show care. Stand with them when they need you, because one day, the tables can turn. And when that day comes, the people you stood for are the ones who will stand for you. Victor lost nothing. Instead, he found the truth, and the truth set him free. Tell us in the comments. If you were Victor, what would you do? Would you forgive them or walk away forever? If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, stay strong, stay kind, and stay blessed.